flower in plants. Last class we discussed about the various flowers and its floral diagram. Today we are going to discuss about one more floral diagram and the morphology of flower. So, last class we should know the meaning of floral diagram and what is the important characters of the different parts of the flower. It indicating the formula calyx corolla enrichment. So overheight, inferior or the superior. So all these things will be mentioned in a formula. Let's call it as a floral formula. So floral formula represents to number of calyx corolla and arrangement of enrichment venation and anther, whether the flower will be hypogyny, epigyny or the perigyny, and also the proper characteristics of arrangement of petals like estivation. So based on all these things we can prepare the floral diagram. Okay, today we are going to one more floral diagram. Yesterday what we are studied under the floral diagram of one of the plant, that is a onion, Allium cepa. Today we are going to discuss the pea plant. Okay, what is its family? What is the type of flower? Whether hypogyny, epigyny or the perigyny, whether the estivation, what type of estivation, and how arrangement of petals, sepals in this flower, we should know today's class. And what I am explaining to understand to these things, how to develop a floral diagram in your notes. What is the important skill or highlighting practice for the preparing a diagram? That should be you know. You should remember how I will write. That you can see here. I will write the diagram. You should develop such type of skill you preparing a diagram. Okay, well children, today we are going to one more family, that is family Fabaceae. Family Fabaceae. Fabaceae class Dicotyledone. Dicotyledone. Subclass Polypetalae. Poly means many, petalae means petals. That's why Polypetalae. Series Calcicorae. Order Roselles. Family Fabaceae. See one more name, this is Papilionaceae. Okay, example genera pea plant. So here it is a monocotyledon plant, nearly totally it having a 7,200 species under this family. Here 482 genera. The plant pea, it will be showing a different character under the monocotyledon. In the monocotyledon plant. So here the category of the plant and type of the flower and what type of root, stem and also reproduction system, all these things we can study, especially in Fabaceae family. Almost all the plants comes under the herbs, shrub, and very few plants only they are going to trees. Almost all, they are 90% of the plants comes under the shrubs, 20% herbs, only the 2-3% having a trees. So the family Fabaceae totally 7,200 species and 482 genera. Here the various characters under this Pisum sativum are the pea plant. Pisum sativum, that is, you write down the scientific name Pisum sativum, SATIVAM, Pisum sativum. Under a commonly name we call it as a pea plant. This is the genera. In this plant especially we can see under the dried soil. Some of the plants under aquatic as well as the plants like a marshy. All these plants will be grown under the soil. Commonly we call it as a soil plant. Very less plants only we can see in the water. Those are we commonly call it as a aquatic plants. Now we can write what I am telling you the diagram. We can write the diagram under this. Yesterday what I am going to explain regarding the plant and the floral diagram. Today I am going to write one more family under Fabaceae. It is the species call it as Pisum sativum. Now you can take down this notes. Also the diagram you write down. Then how to write? You should be practice. You should be practice how the diagram will be going to write. Just you can make a one circle. You write a circle. Write a circle. So in this circle you can divide according to the number of petals and number of sepals. How many androecium and gynoecium. So here we have the two parallel gynoecium or the androecium, petals and sepals. You make use two circles. Make use of two circles. So, here, in the first circle, how many sepals? Just we can count. Write down here the sepal. Then can write from here up to here. This is the arrangement of see, this is a this is the arrangement of petal. Here in between it should be very clear. Should be very clear. Okay. Here. Nine. Here. This is the floral diagram. This is the floral diagram. In this, according to the last class oil coated, just you can imagine the bracteate here. The bracteate, what type of arrangement in this flower? B, bracteate, or imbricate. Already you studied the type of aestivation. What type of aestivation? It is a bracteate aestivation. Under that, one more symbol. Yesterday what I quoted the symbol, that is what it indicates. The minus, here the plus. It is a bracket. BR means bracteate, V means wall weight. That is the symbol. It is a bracteate aestivation. In this bracteate aestivation, first one, what it indicates? The bracteate means it's the line. What is the type of fusion? Whether the pre or fusion. For example, bracteate, actinomorphic or the zygomorphic. Suppose it should be plus, it is actinomorphic. Like this is a zygomorphic. It is a actinomorphic. In this flower, it is a zygomorphic. It is zygomorphic. Then the flower is, whether the combination of male or female, it is a bisexual or the sexual. It is a bisexual one. So you can write like this. Bisexual, write like this. Okay? First you should know bracteate. What is this? Plus means zygomorphic. This is a zygomorphic. One more plus means actinomorphic. The bracteate, zygomorphic, the combination of male and female. So bisexual flower. Okay? Bisexual flower. Calyx. Just you can see here calyx. Just calculate here. How many calyx? 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So here the calyx, whether the combination or the calyx are supporting one to another, or it will be divided. See, calyx 5. It is the calyx is outermost layer. What yesterday I quoted? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 calyx. Whether the calyx is closed or the free. Closed means you can put a bracket. Whether it is a free, you should not put the bracket. That you should remember. Closed, put a bracket. It is not closed, separate, you should not put the bracket. That you can remember. Then you can make counting for the calyx. How many calyx here? Just you can see in this part, whether you can see real flower only. Under that real flower, whether the calyx are combined or the divide. Combined means write in a bracket. Divide means should not write in a bracket. Okay. So next one is the corolla. C. Just you can see corolla, how it will be arranged. Whether how many number are there in the corolla. Actually, in this diagram, some books are given like this. like this. This is the calyx. It is combination of two. So calculate calyx 1, 2, 3 and 4, 5. So 2 is combined, remaining will be separate. It is a imbricate. It is not a valute because the calyx is fusion inside, one in inside. Okay. So in this diagram, clearly explain towards the imbricate estuation, and it's showing a special character under that 2 will be separate. How? It's showing, just we can write 1 plus 2. See, 1 plus 2. Here let's 1 plus 2. 1 plus 2. The 1 plus 2 is totally free. Then plus 2 plus here 2. The 2 is merging. You write here 2 in a bracket. So 2 calyx, 1 plus 2, 1 is separate, 2 is separately imbricate equation, and one more 2 is in a close, so 1 plus 2 plus 2, and come to the andrecium. Andrecium. In andrecium, just we can calculate andrecium. How many andrecium? Like we can calculate here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, no? 9. And one more is separately arranged different manner. So it is 1. Here, suppose we can arrange in a sequential order, we can write 10. Here 9 will be separate, 1 will be separate, then we can write here 9 plus 1. 9 plus 1. See, this is the way of writing 9 very close. So 9 it is a close. I would see why I am writing, you can know the things how you write like this. Okay. See, separate how you can write. Suppose you can make it is a combined each other. Like you can write like this: 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. See, 5, 6, 7. 8, 9. All these 9 will be closed. So put a bracket here. 9 plus only 1. 9 plus 1. That is andrecium. Then we go to the gynoecium. G. Gynoecium, whether the gynoecium, the ovary is superior or the inferior. Inferior is nothing but like underline G. G underline, then 1, only 1. This is the plural formula. Okay, I think it is not clear. I will write here. See, bracket zygomorphic. The flower will be bisexual. Calyx 5 closed. Corolla 1 free plus 2 free and plus 2 is closed. And androecium 9 plus 1. Then gynoecium is 1 and like. This is the way of writing floral formula of different flowers. Okay. This one you should copy down. This is the floral formula of this Fabaceae family. Physum sativum or the pea plant. So here, after this we are going to study the concluding of this flowering plants. Then I will show you real plant and I will explain what are the important components, important features of this flowering plants. So you should remember the various categories of this monocotyledon flowers, and it should be write down 3 or 4 flowers, and yourself you write down the various floral diagrams with help of real flower, or you can see the textbook, write down the real flower on your notebook. So now just I will concluding and what are the various flowers, categories of the flower and plants. Finally, all these flowering plants comes under the angiosperms, or what these angiosperms commonly we call it as a hops, shrubs and a few more trees. Here what we are taken the consideration for the different families. Those families are commonly they are dividing into the plants, especially in the flowering plants. The tree is the food plants are the what diet we can eat edible or commercial plants, medicinal plants, and also some of the plants we consider economic plants. For example, rubber plant, or there some our agriculture plants like potato, onion, brinjal, cucumber. All these plants commonly we call it as agriculture plants or economic plants, because they are commonly it is used as a economic development of the families. So we commonly call it as a economic plants. Here the economic plants are those, their production of seeds or the fruits or the flowers they can utilize, and selling they can improve economic system of the families or the agriculturists or the farmer. So these flowering plants commonly while going to your ACBSC, then you should study more about these plants. While going to medicine, you can study only for the human beings anatomy, physiology. You can go to agriculture or agriculture BSc, horticulture BSc. You can more about the flowering plants, flowers, and also various fruits and vegetables. So based on this, the flowering plants are, especially shrubs, are divided into 3 categories. One is decorative plants, second one is economic plants, or that agriculture plants. One more, it will be flowering plants. In that house, in that shelf, we can divide again. It will be divided into oil yielding plants like groundnut. There we can use it as a oil, extract oil from the groundnuts. So that is we commonly call it as a oil yielding plants. Flowerings, the flowers are selling, for example, the rose and some other flowers. We can sell hibiscus flowers, jasmine flower. They are selling in the market because of these flowers are supporting for the agriculturists or the farmers. So, based on this character of the flower, we can divide it into categories: oil production plants, vegetable production plants, and flowering plants. All combined together, we call it as a economic plants. These economic plants, different families, different genera. Already I quoted 7,200 species in this only one family Fabaceae. 7,200 species. Again and again going to research conducting on these plants and going to improve the yielding, going to improve the development of the plants, supporting for the humankind and human beings. That and all, development of the botany, the research and experimentations are going on for the different plants and research, development, supporting for the humankind for rich agriculture, rich floating or rich yielding for the vegetables or the groundnut, whether the tubers, whatever may be. I think you can compare with the tomato in case of hybrid and in case of old pattern like a genetical, without genetical characters, it means old, there is no F1 hybrid. The basic families, commonly call it as basic things, the basic fruits. That are different from the F1 hybrid generation. It is a more yielding and capacity to avoid the diseases. So all these things generally we can study under the morphology of flowering plants. Commonly, here already I will explain the morphology, the change of character, the change of the shape or the change of physical external characters is called as a morphology. So in these flowering plants, the different morphological characters like even hybrid hybrid, F1 hybrid, in different economic plants, agriculture plants, and also some flower yielding oil production plants. All these plants will be supporting humankind that will be utilized for the different fields: food industry, agriculture industry, oil industry, beverage industry, in all the industries. So all these things generally comes under the morphology of flowering plants. I think some plants I'll utilize like a dicotyledon. Flowering plants comes under the not only for the herbs and shrubs, they are having a trees also. So timber yielding, we are preparing a windows, doors, decorative items and sitting arrangement like your desks. All these things produced from the wood, that is timbers. The timber also one of the character of the plant, that will be timber yielding plant. So the timber yielding plant, agriculture plant, medicinal plant. Commonly ashwagandha is one of the very good plant, very good medicinal plant. It is commonly used in different diseases like cold, common cold, fever, and also headache, body pain like this. So the ashwagandha is a medicinal plant. And some of the plants like Diphosgenated, dye yielding. I think you know the meaning of dye, color, coloring plants. For example, aged people like me and some of the people, we can utilize the color of our dye, our hairs. So we can use some of the dyes, that is herbal dye. That herbal dye will be yielding from the plants. That is Indigofera tinctoria. Indigofera, that is indica. I think you know the dye, like indica 10 minutes and indica like that. That is it is herbal plant yielded dye. That is the scientific name Indigofera tinctoria. Indigofera tinctoria. This is the plant yielding a dye. The dye will be utilization of different colors. So, dye yielding plants. There is a morphology of the flowering plants in the different categories. And medicinal plant, we can utilize various different medicines under the different plants like tulsi, lavanga and other things. All these things comes under the morphology of flowering plants. I think I'll quote some of the few words in the Kannada. So flowering plants ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಈಗ ಏನೆಲ್ಲ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀರಿ, ಅದರ ಒಂದು ಎಲೆ, ಕಾಂಡದ ಭಾಗ, ಬೇರು, ಸಸ್ಯ ಒಂದು ಲಕ್ಷಣಗಳು, ಹೂವಿನ ಒಂದು ರಚನೆ, ಹೂವಿನ ಒಂದು ಪರಾಗಸ್ಪರ್ಶ ಹೇಗಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಯಾಕೆ ಮಾರ್ಫಾಲಜಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಬದಲಾವಣೆ ಆಯಿತು, ಹೂ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಬದಲಾವಣೆ ಆಯಿತು, ಹೂವಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಕೆಲವು ಭಾಗಗಳು ಹೇಗೆ ಬದಲಾವಣೆಯಾಗಿ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಭಾಗವಾಗಿ ಪರಿವರ್ತನೆಯಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಇದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀರಿ. ಇವತ್ತು ಹೇಳಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಈ ಪೈಸಮ್ ಸೆಟೆಯಮ್ ಅಥವಾ ಬಟಾಣಿ ಸಸಿ, ಪೀ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ, ಇದು ಬಹಳ ಉತ್ಕೃಷ್ಟವಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಸಸಿ ಫ್ಯಾಬೇಸಿ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿನಲ್ಲಿ. ಈ ಫ್ಯಾಬೇಸಿ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿನಲ್ಲಿ 7200 ಸ್ಪೀಶೀಸ್ಗಳನ್ನು ನಾವು ನೋಡ್ಬೋದು. 7200 ತರಹದ ಸ್ಪೀಶೀಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಒಂದು ಪೈಸಮ್ ಸೆಟೆಯಮ್ ಅಂತ ಬಟಾನಿಕಲ್ ನೇಮ್ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಪೀ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ ಅಂತ. ಈ ಬಟಾನಿಕಲ್ ನೇಮ್ ಪೈಸಮ್ ಸೆಟೆಯಮ್, ಇದು ಗ್ರಿಗರ್ ಮೆಂಡೆಲ್ ಅವರು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪರಿಮೆಂಟೇಷನ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ರು. ಇದನ್ನು ಜೆನೆಟಿಕ್ ಡಿಸಾರ್ಡರ್ಸು, ಜೆನೆಟಿಕ್ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಅದು ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಇಯರಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ನಿಮಗೆ. ಆ ಜೆನೆಟಿಕ್ ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಗ್ರಿಗರ್ ಮೆಂಡೆಲ್ ಅವರು ಪೀ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡ್ರು. ಈ ಪೀ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟು ಅದು ರೌಂಡ್ ಎಲ್ಲೋ ರಿಂಕಲ್ಡ್ ಗ್ರೀನ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಜೀನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ತಗೊಂಡು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪರಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಈ ಒಂದು ಪೈಸಮ್ ಸೆಟೆಯಮ್ ಪೀ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ ತುಂಬ ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ಒಂದು ಸಸಿ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ಸ್. ಈ ಜೀನ್ಸ್ ಇಂಟರಾಕ್ಷನ್ಗೆ ತುಂಬ ಯೂಸ್ಫುಲ್ ಆಗ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ಸ್. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಇದನ್ನು ಡಾರ್ವಿನ್ ಅವರು, ಗ್ರಿಗರ್ ಮೆಂಡೆಲ್ ಅವರು ಇದನ್ನು ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಆಗಿ ತಗೊಂಡು ಜೆನೆಟಿಕ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ, ದ ಫಾದರ್ ಆಫ್ ಜೆನೆಟಿಕ್ಸ್, ಜಾನ್ ಗ್ರಿಗರ್ ಮೆಂಡೆಲ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಫಾದರ್ ಆಫ್ ಜೆನೆಟಿಕ್ಸ್. ಈ ಫಾದರ್ ಆಫ್ ಜೆನೆಟಿಕ್ಸ್ ಇದನ್ನು ತಗೊಂಡು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೈನ್ ಯಾಕೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂದರೆ, ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಜೆನೆಟಿಕ್ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ತುಂಬ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಆಗಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೈನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. We can easy to identify the different characters of the seed, leaf, stem, root as well as the plant. That's why the Mendel taken as a pea plant for the example for genetic character, genetics. Okay, ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಇವತ್ತು ನಾನು ಈ ಒಂದು ಫ್ಲವರ್ನ ಡಯಾಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಬರೆಯೋದು, ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಹೇಗೆ ಬರೀಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನು ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದು. BR ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಬ್ರಾಕ್ಟೇಟ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಈಸ್ಟ್ ವೇಷನ್ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಆ ಈಸ್ಟ್ ವೇಷನಲ್ಲಿ ಬ್ರಾಕ್ಟೇಟ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಬ್ರಾಕ್ಟೇಟು, ವ್ಯಾಲ್ವೇಟು, ಇಂಬ್ರಿಕೇಟು, ಟ್ವಿಸ್ಟೆಡ್, ಅದನ್ನು ನೀವು ಮರಿಬಾರ್ದು. ಬ್ರಾಕೆಟು, ಇಂಬ್ರಿಕೇಟು, ಟ್ವಿಸ್ಟೆಡ್, ವ್ಯಾಲ್ವೇಟ್, ಆಲ್ ದೀಸ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಕಾಮನ್ಲಿ ವಿ ಕಾಲ್ ಇಟ್ ಆಸ್ ಎ ಈಸ್ಟ್ ವೇಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಆ ಈಸ್ಟ್ ವೇಷನಲ್ಲಿ ಇದನ್ನು ನೋಡಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ನಿಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಇದು ಬ್ರಾಕ್ಟೇಟ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ. ಬ್ರಾಕ್ಟೇಟ್ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನು BR ಅಂತ ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ರೀತಿ ಹಾಕಿದ್ರೆ ಜೈಗೋಮಾರ್ಫಿಕ್ ಅಂತ, ಆಕ್ಟೋಮಾರ್ಫಿಕ್, ಜೈಗೋಮಾರ್ಫಿಕ್, ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಬಂದ್ರೆ ಆಕ್ಟಿಮಾರ್ಫಿಕ್ ಅಂತ. ಜೈಗೋಮಾರ್ಫಿಕ್ ಈ ಫ್ಲವರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮೇಲ್ ಫಿಮೇಲ್ ಎರಡೂ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಮೇಲ್ ಸೆಕ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ಗನ್ನು, ಫಿಮೇಲ್ ಸೆಕ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ಗನ್, ಎರಡೂ ಸೆಕ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ಗನ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಇದನ್ನ ಬೈಸೆಕ್ಷುವಲ್ ಫ್ಲವರ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಆ ಬೈಸೆಕ್ಷುವಲ್ ಫ್ಲವರ್ ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡೋದೇ ಈ ಸಿಂಬಲ್ಲು. ಬರೀ ನಾನು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೈನ್ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ನಿನ್ನೆ ಕ್ಲಾಸಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ಬರೀ ಮೇಲ್ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಹಿಂಗೆ ಬರೀತೀವಿ, ಬರೀ ಫೀಮೇಲ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ತರ ಬರೀತೀವಿ, ಮೇಲು ಫೀಮೇಲ್ ಎರಡು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇದು ಎರಡು ಸೇರಿಸಿ ಬರೀತೀವಿ. ಅದನ್ನೇ ನಾವು ಈ ರೀತಿ ಬರೆಯೋದನ್ನ ಬೈಸೆಕ್ಷುವಲ್ ಫ್ಲವರ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಕೇಲೆಕ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ತಗೊಂಡಾಗ 5 ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ನೀವು ಲೆಕ್ಕ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಕೇಲೆಕ್ಸ್ 1 2 3 4 5 ಕೇಲೆಕ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಅದು ಅಂಟ್ಕೊಂಡಿದೆಯಾ ಬಿಡಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡಿದೆಯಾ ಅಂತ ನೋಡಿದಾಗ ಅಂಟ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ರೆ ಬ್ರಾಕೆಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೀಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ. ಬಿಡಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ರೆ ಬ್ರಾಕೆಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೀಬಾರ್ದು. ಓಕೆ, ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ವಾಟ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಟೆಲ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ಯು. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಕೇಲೆಕ್ಸ್ ಕರೋಲಾಗಿ ಬಂದಾಗ ಕರೋಲಾ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಅರೇಂಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ನೀವು ನೋಡಿ. once you can see the corolla arrangement here, the corolla will be arranging. 1 will be separate, this is the separate, then 2 very free, this is also 2, this is 1, this is 1 plus 1, these are 2, this is a 2, it will be free, the 2 will be free, one more 2, this is a 2, it will be bracket, the 2 will be bracket, it is a joined, so bracket 2 addition 9, just you can see the 9 here 9 ಜಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಹಾಕೊಂಡಿದೆ. ಇದು ನೀವು ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. 9 ಒಂದಕ್ಕೊಂದು ಸೇರ್ಕೊಂಡಿದೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬ್ರಾಕೆಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ 9 ಬರೀತೀವಿ. ಒಂದನ್ನ ಸಪರೇಟ್ ಆಗಿರೋದಕ್ಕೆ 1 9 + 1 ಅಂತ ಬರೀತೀವಿ. ಗೈನೇಶಿಯಂ ಒಂದೇ ಒಂದು. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ, ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ನಾನು ನಿಮಗೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೈನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಹೈಪೋಗ್ಯಾಮಿ, ಎಪಿಗ್ಯಾಮಿ ಅಂಡ್ ಪೆರಿಗ್ಯಾಮಿ, ಇದನ್ನು ನಾನು ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೈನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಈ ರೀತಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಹೈಪೋಗ್ಯಾಮಿ ಅಂತೇಳಿ. ಸೊ ಯು ಶುಡ್ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ದ ಗೈನೇಶಿಯಂ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಅರೇಂಜ್ ದ ಓವರಿ. ವಾಟ್ ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೈನ್ ದ ಓವರಿ, ಅರೇಂಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಓವರಿ, ದ ಹೈಪೋಗೈನಿ, ಎಪಿಗೈನಿ ಆರ್ ದ ಪೆರಿಗೈನಿ. ಅದೇ ಮೇಲೆ ನಾವಿಲ್ಲಿ ಜಿ ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಇದು ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಫ್ಲೋರಲ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾನ ಬರೆಯೋದು ಹೇಗೆ ಅಂತ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಹೂವಿನ ಒಂದು ಆಕಾರವನ್ನ, ಹೂವನ್ನು ತಗೊಂಡು ಹೂವಿನಲ್ಲಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಕೇಲೆಕ್ಸ್ ಕರೋಲ ನೀವೇ ಕೌಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಕೇಲೆಕ್ಸ್ ಕರೋಲ ಒಂದರ ಮೇಲೆ ಒಂದಿದೆಯೋ ಸಪ್ರೇಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆಯೋ ನೋಡಿಕೊಂಡು, ಸಪ್ರೇಟ್ ಆಗಿತ್ತು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ವ್ಯಾಲ್ವೇಟಾ, ಟ್ವಿಸ್ಟೆಡ್, ಇಂಬ್ರಿಕೇಟ ಅಥವಾ ಯಾವ ಈಸ್ಟಿವೇಷನ್ ಒಂದಿದೆ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ತಿಳ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಅದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಬರೀಬೇಕು ಈಸ್ಟಿವೇಷನ್ ಅನ್ನ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಝೈಗೋಮಾರ್ಫಿಕ, ಆಕ್ಟಿಯೋಮಾರ್ಫಿಕ ಅಂತ ಬಂದು ಝೈಗೋಮಾರ್ಫಿಕ ಅಂತ ಬರೀಬೇಕು. ಇದನ್ನ ಮತ್ತೆ ನಾನು ಡಯಾಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಅನ್ನ ಲ್ಯಾಬೊರೇಟರಿನಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಲ್ಯಾಬ್ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಲ್ಯಾಬಲ್ಲಿ ಫ್ಲವರ್ ತೆಗೆದು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕೈಯಲ್ಲೇ ಬರೆಸ್ತೀನಿ. ಯು ಶುಡ್ ರೈಟ್ ವಿತ್ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಡಯಾಗ್ರಾಮ್, with help of the real flower. Just you can take a real flower and you should know how the write a floral diagram. Okay na? ಇದೊಂದೇನೆ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಇನ್ಫ್ಲೋರೆಸೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎರಡು ಹೇಳಿದೆ, ಸೈಮೋಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ರೆಸಿಮೋಸ್ ಅಂತ. ಆ ಇನ್ಫ್ಲೋರೆಸೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ನೀವೇ ತಗೊಂಡ್ಬರ್ಬೇಕು. ಒಂದು 20 ಇನ್ಫ್ಲೋರೆಸೆನ್ಸ್ ಇದನ್ನ ವಾಟ್ ಆರ್ ದ ವಿ ಕಾಮನ್ಲಿ ಕಾಲ್ ಇಟ್ ಎಸ್ ಒಂದೇ ಬಿಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಸೈಮೋಸ್ ಇನ್ಫ್ಲೋರೆಸೆನ್ಸ್, ರೆಸಿಮೋಸ್ ಇನ್ಫ್ಲೋರೆಸೆನ್ಸ್, ಅಥವಾ ಗುಂಚು ಹೂಗಳು ಬಿಡುತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಅದು ರೆಸಿಮೋಸ್ ಇನ್ಫ್ಲೋರೆಸೆನ್ಸ್, ಸೈಮೋಸ. ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೈನ್. ಯು ಶುಡ್ ಸ್ಟಡಿ, ಯು ಶುಡ್ ರೀಡ್ once or twice. You can search the information. You should study and remember what is the meaning of cymose inflorescence, what is the meaning of racemose inflorescence, what type of flowers. These all the things should be remembered. Okay, these all the today's class. What the one more diagram like a pre-planned floral diagram. Okay, last class I quoted the different types of fruits, types of seed, monocotyledon, dicotyledon, and also the type of seed under that tegmen. These all the things, how it will be arranged, what is the meaning of that, and the seed germination also I will explain. The germination, one seed will be going downwards, negative geotropism, root, and what will go to the positive geotropin, the plant will be growing. Some of the seeds will be one side. There is no what we call it as the geotropism. So there's two types I will explain, epigeo and hypogeo. These are the things I will explain. These are the technical terms should be remembered and write once or twice. Prepare your own notes. You can be able to understand. Suppose you are simply going on reading, you are not able to follow. You should understand. You should understand what I quoted the examples. What I quoted this one. See, today what I am explaining for the pea plant. This is the pea plant. I will explain with the diagram. The what type of flower, what type of plant here. Tomorrow, before going to my class, you should write this one. One more example for this. This is the potato family. You write your own how the potato family having the potato, that is generally what is the family Solanaceae. In the Solanaceae, potato is the one of the good example. Solanum tuberosum, that is a potato, commonly called as potato. This one, the potato, Solanum tuberosum, the structure of the flower, structure of the family, and what is the nature of the plant, and also you should be write down the floral diagram of this plant. You can able to understand. If not able to follow, once we can come to the college, we can explain a diagram with help of real flower in the laboratory. By the time we can able to understand. So children, you don't waste your time. You should be studying. You see the classes. If not possible, you can go through your own way. You can study. Then once or twice, we will come to next week. What are the doubts? You can make it note. We will come and we will explain there only. Please don't waste your time. The one minute also very precious for your next picture, or else we cannot able to score good marks. There is no good marks. There is no use of taking science in the PUC. Be careful about all these things. You can study and develop a knowledge on these concepts like botany or the zoology. So not only for this subject, in all the other subjects, we can carefully study, and each and every technical terms, technical points should be remembered. It is a more technical points under our botany, zoology only, in biology only, more technical points will be originated. So you should be remember, once I will commit, all the technical points I will explain in a flower, in a seed, root, leaf, stem, everything I will give into technical points, technical words. So that technical point, it creates more than 25% of the marks in your competitive examinations. So you should be write down all the technical words in a separate notebook and preparing technical words of the botany, technical words of the zoology. So you can make it like that, and preparing separately what is the meaning of this technical word and definition of the technical word. It will be helpful for your NEET examination. So each and every technical words write in each and every unit and subunit. Okay, the technical words of the unit and subunit you can make use, you can write it, make a list out and write a definitions of these technical words you can able to understand. And one more points I will explain from class 1. Make use and list of the scientific names minimum of 25 to 100. You should write what scientific names of the zoology or in the botany. Write that scientific names or botanical names. Okay, these are the things today. We'll come to the tomorrow's class. We can discuss tomorrow some other components and the morphology of flowering plants. And as my knowledge, tomorrow I'll wind up. I'll completed the morphology of flowering plants. I'll give one more the definition and nature of the floral diagram. I will explain once again and highlight all the things. One more class. Then come to next topic. We'll go to the structural function and also anatomy of flowering plants. Already you know the meaning of anatomy. The morphology I will explain. Anatomy, internal characters. Study of internal characters of the plant is called as a anatomy. That anatomy comes under the next unit. Then we'll go to the cell. So what is the things properly? What as per the syllabus? What I give out the explanation. Like going on preparing and prepare your notes your own. And what are the things I will going write on a blackboard? You should be prepared. You should be write down in your note. Okay. Thank you.